Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing great. I'm doing okay. Today is the fifth Halloween Slimline installment for the little mini series that I've done. And so I'm gonna take an 8.5 by 11, and I start off with this because this may be the first video that you're watching in the series, right? So I'm gonna start with 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and on the 11 score, I'm going to 11 side of the paper, 11-inch side. I always screw that up for some reason. I'm gonna go right to the number 2. And I'm going to chop off 2 inches. So now I have 9 inches, and I'm going to turn my paper, and I'm going to go to the 1/2 inch side on the 8.5 inch side of the paper, and I'm going to chop off 1/2 inch. Just to make sure that you did it right. You can always bring your paper over to the score mark, and it looks like I didn't get all of the 2 inch. Didn't cut it, score it right. Because it's a little longer than 9 inches, but that's okay. We're going to go to the 8-inch side. I'm going to burnish, burnish, burnish. And the reason why I burnish on both sides is because I have found that sometimes it's easier to have the fibers kind of loosen up on both sides of the paper. So we're going to go right here and fold it over. So odd. I haven't been in a craft space in like a day. First, I was coming up here every day. Every day I was coming up here. And even if I wasn't making a video, I was still like touching paper or cutting paper or something like that. But, you know, life happens. So what I'm going to do is that tiny sliver is going to drive me crazy. I'm just going to snip it on off. I'm going to use my Mind's Eye sheet of paper. It is called Hey Mister. It has this pattern on the front or on the back, and this is on the front or the back. And I have this paper, I think I got it from Tuesday Morning, but this particular paper came from like a random assorted bundle of paper from Peachy Cheap. So we're going to go right to the 3 7/8. Actually, we're going to go two down. Yeah, 2 down. So we're going to make sure our paper's width is good to go. And the good thing about this particular pattern paper is that it really won't mess us up too much. And now I'm going to turn this paper to this side, and I am going to cut off a little more than 3 inches. Let's see, let's start on this side. So I have to double cut it. So we're at the 3 inches, 3 plus 9. You see where I'm going with that, right? And so we're going to go just about right there. I think that's 2 before the 3, 2 after the 3. I'm going to cut that down. And so we have our card base, we have our inserts, and then we have our card up front. And it should look just like that. So you can see around the edges that we got this pretty dang good. And on the inside, this will fit on here as well. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and glue everything down first, and then we'll work on our card. Okay, so when I first started this series, my mindset was to show you how to make the card front, the card base, and just have you go through some of your supplies and use what you had. It was to showcase that you don't need to go out and buy a lot of the things that may be on the market, because you have plenty of stuff in your arsenal of craft supplies. If you have a pack of stickers, you can make a slimline card. If you have some stamps, you can make a slimline card. You don't need to go out and get a die to cut that out, because if you have any type of electronic cutting machine, you could cut out a sheet of paper with fancy borders. If you have square dies, you can cut out squares to make frames. So you don't need to say I need to buy everything that's being put out on the market right now. No, you don't have to do that unless you want to. And if you want to, then by all means shop till you drop. But this is just to show you that you can use what you have on hand to create something. So this is the last one for Halloween, and it's giving me a little bit of problems, and I don't think my head is completely in the game, to be completely and totally honest. I have recently just, life. Oh my goodness, life is happening, and I am not on the bus. I'm not on the life bus right now. I am underneath the life bus. Actually, I'm at the tail end of the life bus, holding on to the bumper, right? I was standing at the bus stop trying to get on the bus, and something came and poof, knocked me right on over, and now I am not on the bus. Hopefully at the next stop I can hop my butt on, but right now I'm just clinging on. I'm gonna use some few strips of tape. Now I haven't made all of my Slimline cards dimensional, like popped up, because if you decide to mail these in the mail, trust me when I tell you, I'm speaking from experience, the post office doing their job, rightfully so. I mean, they're already charging your arm and leg to mail stuff out. It seems like every time I go to the post office, the prices increase. I'm not sure why the heck that is, but it is going on. And if you have something that they've touched and they feel like a little bump or a rhinestone, you're going to be paying extra for that, unless you put your cards in somebody's package. If you put them in the package, then you're good to go. But if not, keep them flat as possible, unless you want to spend the extra money. I didn't mind spending the extra money. I was sending it off to someone that I felt like would spend the extra money to send it out to other people. I know factually that she would do that, so I didn't mind. But I don't want to send out 20 Slimline cards and have to do that. Oh my goodness, because I think stamps are what, 50 cents now? Goodness. All right, so I used the paper punch, the Marvy paper punch, to punch out these little ghosts. I just drew in their face with a pen. If you have those Peachy Keen stamps, you probably could use those. I'm going to use this. I punched these out on orange cardstock, and then I just colored over them, and then I fussy cut them out. If you don't fussy cut them out, it's a die that goes with them, and it leaves a white border around. You saw me use that on the previous card. But I just decided to not do that this way. So since it says trick or treat, I figure we can make this a little bit fun. I have some stamps, some stickers that I want to try out. So I'm just going to glue this down using the art glitter glue. The temperature here is changing, and I'm not complaining. I like the cooler weather. If I had my choice of where I would live, it would be in New England area. I really, really loved Connecticut when I lived there. So I have good and not so good memories of it. That's where my mom was called home. So that would be a sad thing for me. But I also have good memories. We saw snow. We made like a little raggedy looking snowman before. Because Connecticut has all the seasons. New England area for the most part. I wouldn't want to live in New York because it's hustle and bustle, and I would want to live there like as a summer place, not year round. Just because I probably would be so distracted as a new resident of trying to see all the sights and do all the things, and I would spend all my money shopping and buying stuff out of the they have different districts, like the fabric district. So all of that, I would be all over the place. Whenever I do go to visit or tour, I should say, tour New York, I always try to find something different to do, and then I go from there and do that. So these little ghosts are cute. Cutie, cute, 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 cute. Very simple. I punched out 3 images, right? He's crying. I rubbed my hand over the ink. It didn't dry. I forgot what I was talking about. I think I was talking about when I went to New York, or that he was crying. I know I said that. I'm going to put this on him. How does that look? I don't know. These I won a giveaway from Amalia. So I want to use the things. Sometimes when people send me things or when I win things, I've only won a few things. I've kind of hoarded them and never used them, which isn't good. You want to use the stuff that people give you. You want them to know that you appreciate their kindness. So, you know, sometimes you'll see random stuff on my desk, which I try to do. And I think that the people that know that they sent me, they're like, oh, she got it on the desk, or she did this, she did that. I think that's really cool. So I'm going to use some stickers from the Dollar Tree. And I want to say that these are from like last year or year before last. I haven't purchased any Halloween sticker, ephemera, any type of things like that from Dollar Tree yet. I don't want to, but sometimes the compulsion of buying just takes over. I won't share too much of my friend's business, but I have a friend who does not live in the States, went shopping, and the stuff that she said that she bought, I was so jelly. She just said that she got some really cool stuff, and we don't have that kind of stuff in the States. We probably do, but I just don't know about it. So this is the complete card. I'm going to leave it blank on the inside. And even though I said I didn't want to put any dimension, you can see that these are kind of like bubbly, which is really cool. Again, I didn't want to do like, oh, you have to make this card to do this, this, and this. No, the point of this series is to show you that all you need is some paper and go through your collection. If you have stamps, you can make a Slimline card. Like I said, if you have dies, all of the stuff that you have on hand is all you need. So we're going to go through our collection, our 5 cards that we made for Halloween. I like this one the most. I like that one the most, probably because I drew some stuff on there, right? So this is the card we made last time, and as you can see, these are the pumpkins that I was telling you about. They have a white border. Just cut the border off. I like this versus this, and then I just stamped it with the Michaels, and on the inside it is a blank as well. And then I can't remember which one came next, so I think it's this one. This is also one of my favorite cards. I just think it's so cool. I colored this in, stamped these images out, and colored them in. And it says Dr. F for Frankenstein, Science 101, and it has a little bat. I thought that was really, really cool. And then I want to say this is the second one, if not the first card we made. I think this is the second one. And so it just has these banner pieces on. I don't want to cut that off, but I'm gonna have to. And I didn't put anything on the inside of that one. And then this is also one of the cards I made. Again, simple. I took a piece, I glued it down, cut it out, and then I just stamped out Happy Haunting, put this creepy face on there. And there you have it. So once more, let's go over them. I hope that you've enjoyed the series thus far. And then this one. So I want to say thank you all for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.